All right, we are live on YouTube as well. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Let's jump into your Q&As. Anything you guys want to ask me, this is your chance. Social media, online courses, online business. Someone was asking, I think, about which stock to buy. I don't do stock in like trading or investing advice, so wrong channel for that information. My social media, online business, I got you. All right, guys. So I think we're good to rock and roll. By the way, if you're watching on YouTube, let me know in the comments if the audio is good. If you don't mind, how did your career started off? So really in the beginning, I think the first thing I did was when I quit my 9-to-5 job, I just started reaching out to different people because I wanted to build my social media agency, right? So I started reaching out to people. And the first sort of like a channel that I used was Craigslist. So I would go to Craigslist and look at people who were looking to hire like social media, for social media positions in their company. And I would send them an email and I would ask them, hey, I'm not looking for a job, but I can help you with the social media or SEO or web development at the time. And then here's what I bring to the table. So I used to send those emails like 10, 15 every single day. So that's kind of like what I did in the beginning. Yeah, and then it evolved, right? So then I started creating online courses. So I got the courses became a funnel for my business. So some people would take the course and then they would contact me to work with myself and my team, to hire us as an agency. And then I started creating content online and then building my personal brand. And basically, it kind of opened door for people to reach out to me. So, right now, mostly I don't do like a lot of cold outreach. Mostly like clients, potential clients, they reach out to me. And then we have a process that we go through to make sure we're the right fit for them, my team, and then they're the right clients for us before we engage in a relationship. Do you have a suggestion for an app that gathers appointments and stops after a number joined? I have no idea. That's a really good question. For appointments, I use there's a tool I use. It's called MeetFox. I'm gonna share my screen today. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna share my screen. So if you are watching, there you go. So if you're watching on YouTube, you will be able to see my screen. There you go. If you're watching on Instagram or TikTok, unfortunately, you won't be able to see my screen. So the tool that I use to book appointments, it's called meetfox.com. And the good thing about this tool is people can pay. So it's like a payment system, plus they can schedule the time with me, and then we can do the video call. And this tool captures the video or records the video as well. So think of this tool as a Calendly plus Zoom plus PayPal. So everything that you need to, if you schedule like a lot of meetings. Hello from Germany. Hello back. How are you? I use the best tool to stay organized and has a content planner, Airtable. I have heard so many good things about Airtable. It's an amazing, but I personally don't use it, but I've heard a lot of good things about Airtable. Airtable and Monday.com. Those are the two tools that I've heard a lot of like good things for. Hello from Daytona Beach. Hello back. How are you? All right. how do you find the best tool for Instagram hashtag? Oh man, this question comes up every single day. But I don't blame you guys. I think there's a tool that I've recently really like started using, and it became my favorite tool. It's called Flick.tech. So here's the tool. And the reason I like this, and I'll kind of quickly, there's a video on my YouTube channel that you guys can watch, but I'll kind of give you a quick, like a 30-second demo. So when you use Flick, you add your account to it, your Instagram account. And basically then when I do a search, for example, let's say I'm searching for hashtags for social media, because that's my niche, right? It basically takes the performance. Ooh, what happened? There you go. So you see how there's some like filters? These filters are based on my Instagram account. So if you have a big account, a lot of engagement, the recommendation of hashtags are going to be different compared to if you have a small account and not a lot of engagement. So that's why I like this tool a lot. Flick.tech. If you want to see a detail, here's on my YouTube channel, a recent video. Let me see. Oh yeah, here you go. So on my about 4 days ago, so less than a week ago, how to get more followers on Instagram with the hashtag. That's a video I kind of cover that tool in more detail, so you can watch that. What's the best hashtag app? That's what I was showing on my screen here on YouTube. Flick.tech. That's the one I like. Can I ask a question about Facebook targeting? Absolutely. Let me know what your question is. What's the best prepaid Facebook ad account or a postpaid one? I have no idea what that means. Prepaid or postpaid Facebook account? I never heard of that. So maybe ask your question another way. And then the question on Instagram. So if you want to watch, I'm sharing my screen on YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, you'll be able to follow along. What program do you use to schedule Facebook posts? So the one I've used so many, Hootsuite, for Meet Edgar. There's so many that I've used. The one I use right now is called Social Bee, and here's the URL, socialbee.io. That's the link. And the reason I like this, I'll show you guys this. So when I log into my account, let's see. The reason I like this tool is, so let me go to the content. Basically, so they call these, for example, here is, you can create different queues or different, they call them like categories, right? So these, you can create like evergreen content queues or categories, and then it basically, let's say if you put 100 posts in a queue or a category, it's going to rotate through those and then keep posting your evergreen content. And obviously you do not just want to do that, right? Because then you want to have a good content mix for your Facebook business page. But this is the tool that I use. You can post right away. You can schedule posts. The biggest thing I like about this tool is because you're able to imagine if you're like a YouTuber or a blogger and you have like blog content. Your blog is like evergreen, like it never expires, right? So you can create different categories using this tool and put everything that you create inside that, and then it will rotate through there. So it will save you so much time. So this is the tool that I use right now. All right. Let's look at any questions on lots of props for Flick. Yes, Flick is really, really, and if you follow me on YouTube, I have created so many, I've tested so many different hashtag tools, free ones, premium ones, paid ones, like anything and everything under the sun, under the out there. But Flick definitely, I think in like 2 weeks, I became really fan of Flick. And the other reason is I'm a like a Flick ambassador now, or I do I'm one of their affiliates. So full disclosure. So maybe that's a reason why I like Flick. But honestly, I think once you use this tool, you'll see why, because it saves you so much time. And hashtags on Instagram are huge. A lot of people don't use hashtags. I think that's a mistake. You should definitely use hashtags on Instagram, especially if your account is small. What's the name of your channel on YouTube? So it's my name, Ali Mirza, right here, if you're watching. And basically, it's super. The link, if you're watching on TikTok, their link is in the bio. Or you can also just type youtube.com and then my name, Ali Mirza, so I have the short URL. And then you can go directly to my channel. Our next question. I'm from Pakistan. I want to target Pakistanis. What would be the best way? Ooh, that's a great question. So basically, you want to target people who are Pakistanis, but they live in, let's say, UAE. So in your location, you want to select like UAE or the KSA. But then in the interest, you want to pick things that only someone from Pakistan would like. For example, you can pick different Pakistani celebrities, maybe like different movie shows, different magazines. So that way you're targeting people who live in that area, but based on their interest, you know that you can qualify them as if they're from Pakistan or not. So that's what I would do. Is it reasonable for one social media to effectively handle and manage 10 plus account? Yes. We handle probably like close to 30 or 35, but I know people, that's not a lot, honestly. I do know people in social media agencies and also like consultants. They work with like over 50, 60, even 100 clients. So it's definitely possible. And that's why you want to use tools like Social Bee or Hootsuite is another good one, Buffer, because you're able to manage, if you work with different clients, you're able to manage those clients, their accounts. You're able to schedule content. So then you don't have to kind of like go, if you have 10, 15 clients, you don't have to go to every single one, their like pages to post. You can use these tools and kind of manage everything in one place, in one dashboard. But yeah, it's definitely possible. We manage a lot of different pages. That's not even a lot in the world of like social media agencies. You are welcome. Prepaid is the one you add money first when you spend what you load. The other lets you run ads when they build you. That. Thank you for letting me know. I did not know that. That's something new I learned. The way I've done all the Facebook ads for myself and a lot of different clients I work with, we always have like a credit card attached to it, so that means it's a postpaid. Sometimes we have like a PayPal account attached to it, but that's how. I've never dealt with like a prepaid Facebook ad account, so I'm not the good person to ask. How much does your YouTube channel make in a month? Ooh, good question. So I don't mind sharing. So here I am. Let's log in right now and we can look at all the data. So my YouTube channel, and we're gonna go log into the YouTube studio. And it's interesting, my channel is not big. So the money that I make from YouTube ads, it's not huge, but it's good. It's growing on consistent basis. So for example, here you go. Here's the data for last like 28 days. How many views had? 128,000 views. Watch time hours 3.9, and then the revenue was 622. And then let's go to analytics, because we can see like more data, and then look at the revenue tab. And then, by the way, I do create these sort of like monthly income reports on YouTube. My YouTube channel, there's a separate playlist for that, so you can watch those as well. But my channel is very small, 10K on YouTube. It's a very small channel. People who have like 100K or millions of followers. And here's the month over month. So April, how much I made, and then May, 510, 651, 37, 657, 697. So, but here's the other thing, guys. The YouTube ads is only one revenue stream. I always tell this to my students or people I work with. If you create a YouTube channel, the making money from YouTube ads should not be the only goal. Yeah, you can kind of monetize your channel and make a decent chunk of cash from your YouTube channel. That should not be the only goal because there are so many other benefits. Basically, if you're creating content on YouTube consistently, you're building a personal brand. It brings clients to you. It brings brand collaborations to you. You can do like affiliate marketing. You can sell your courses. You can sell your merch. So there are a lot of different reasons or ways you can monetize your YouTube channel or brand. Let's look at the next question. Ad budgets daily budget campaign is the best or the lifetime campaign? So I like to do the daily budget. So let's say if I have $100 to spend, I might do like $5 a day or $10 a day ad campaign. You see, I don't think one is better than the other one. The reason I like to do like that is, so whenever we launch a Facebook campaign, we treat the first like 2 to 3 days as a test period. So we're testing maybe different audiences or creative or video versus images. So we spend the first 2 3 days to test that, and then we look at the data and then double down on what's working, and we kill the campaigns that are not performing as well. So I personally like to do the daily budget, but I don't think there's a huge, it's more like a personal preference. There is one benefit, and I forget. I think if you pick the lifetime, you're able to schedule your campaigns. If I'm not mistaken, so that's a benefit that you get when you run the not the daily budget. For Facebook ads, what's the best to use, native Facebook Ads Manager or third-party tools like AdEspresso or Magic? I actually never use third-party tools. I really think it's the native. And if you look right here, look how many ad accounts I manage. Look at this. So it's well over 20. I think we're close to like 25 now. So we manage a lot of different accounts. But personally, I've never used the third-party tools. So I don't know. They may be good. Who knows? But I have never like used them personally. Please tell the difference between daily and lifetime budget. So if you select a daily budget and let's say you pick $10 per day, let's have a campaign here. So for example, this right here. So here's a campaign that's running, and we have probably very, very small budget. Let's look at this. So $1 a day. Yes, we run a lot of like small budget campaigns, like $1 per day campaigns. So if you have a daily budget, that means Facebook is going to spend that every single day, or close to that. So it's going to spend $1, or if you have $10 or $20, it's going to spend that much money every single day. If you have a lifetime budget, you probably have $100 for let's say 2 weeks. That means over the period of 2 weeks, Facebook is going to spend $100. So that's the lifetime budget. How do you find it on YouTube? It's very easy. So if you're watching on TikTok or Instagram, you're gonna click on obviously after this, right? So click on my bio, and then here's the link on, for example, on Instagram right here. You can just click on that link, and you'll come find me on YouTube. And YouTube, I do create daily content, so there are a lot of different videos, and I think you guys will really, really love the content. And it's all about like social media hacks, different experiments, tools, tactics, tips, and I go like way more into like detail in those videos. So thanks for asking. All right, let me see if I missed any questions. Thank you for your question. That was great. how to run ads on YouTube, it's difficult. So no, YouTube ads are not that difficult. You do need to use, if you run ads on YouTube, you need to use the Google, it used to be AdWords, now it's called Google Ads. So you need to use that platform. And I do have, I don't think it's public yet. I did make some videos. They are unlisted right now, but I'm planning on probably in like next week or so, I'm planning on launching some videos about YouTube ads, like how do you create different types of YouTube ad campaigns. And I do have different like playlists. So videos about Instagram marketing, Instagram stories, TikTok, Facebook ads. So they're like different playlists on my YouTube channel, so you can find everything easily. And I'll create a separate playlist for YouTube ads because they're very powerful. But yeah, to answer your question, no, it's not. If you created ads on Facebook or Instagram, like any of these self-serve ad platform, the YouTube ads are very similar. Obviously, it's a different platform, so some things are going to be different, and that's why I'll create some content and walk you guys through it step by step. My Facebook ads CPC increased after 2 days. What should I do now? Ooh. So if your Facebook ads cost per click is increasing, the couple of things I would do is, one, if it's still like under the limit that I want to pay for, I'll leave it alone. Meaning if it's still profitable, leave it alone. Otherwise, you can definitely change the creative. So if you're using image, maybe you can test video. If you're using videos, maybe you can test images. And then also that's the one test that I would do. The other test is you can also change your audience. So one mistake a lot of people make is they see higher like CPC when they target cold audience. So and that makes sense because if you're targeting completely cold audience with your Facebook ads, those people don't know who you are, like what your business is. They don't have the know, like, and trust factor with you, right? So CPC is going to be higher. But yeah, here's that's what I would do. If the CPC is higher, the step number one is I'll ask myself, is it still acceptable? If yes, great. If not, then I will look at the changing the creative, testing that, or number two, changing the audience, and then the third test will be changing the caption or the call to action. What happens when your video is not getting any movement on the ad? What do you mean? Understand that. I ran app install objective and I didn't get any downloads. I've lost a lot of money. Ooh. So here's the thing, guys. When you run ads on Facebook, you should not lose a lot of money. Why? Because you're able to control the budget. If I had let's say $100 to spend on an ad campaign for app download, what I would do is spend $5 a day or $10 a day and test it for like 2 days. If it's not working, save your money, right? So that's kind of like one thing, but I know that doesn't really like help you. But usually, step back and ask yourself, were you targeting, if you had an app install objective and the people that you were targeting were cold audience, meaning those people had no like and trust factor with you, then they're not likely to install the app. That's the biggest reason why a lot of like mistakes I have made in the past and that I see people make time over and over again. That we want people to take action, like buy stuff, install the app, and the audience that we're targeting is the cold audience. Those people don't even know who we are. If that's the case, then our ads are likely to fail, to be honest with you. Great question. Do a video on creating a SaaS, just a basic one. I'll note that. I think someone else asked that question too, the building SaaS product. Here's what I would say. If you are building a SaaS product, I would recommend, and this is not just for SaaS, it doesn't, if you're doing like e-commerce or whatever, whenever you want to do something, the step number one is to be closer to people who are doing the same thing. So if you're watching, uh, on my screen on YouTube, here's what I would do. So I put SaaS, and then look at this SaaS growth hacks, SaaS products and marketing. So the different SaaS communities, meaning SaaS Facebook groups. So for example, SaaS growth hacks, I would join this community. If you're planning to create a SaaS product, join this community, network with other people, learn from them, ask questions, and make solid like business relationships. If you're doing e-commerce, same thing. If you're doing online courses, same thing. So put yourself closer to people who are doing the same thing that you want to do in future. So I've noted the video I did that you gave me. Thanks. And then this is what I would suggest you do if you're building a SaaS product. Thank you for the kind comment. You guys are all awesome. How to take a project from client without any fear? Any tips for me? I didn't understand how to take a project from a client without any fear. Well, I think usually I think I get it now. Usually the fear is because you are not sure if you can deliver the results. So how to fix it? Practice and experience, right? So, and this is what I tell people, that when you're learning, let's say, digital marketing or social media marketing or Facebook ads or Instagram, treat yourself as the client number one and create results for yourself, because one, it can create the case study, and two, it will just, like I said, it will kind of make you, if you have results, the reason we have fear is because we don't have the results, and we feel like we may not be able to deliver it, or fulfill on the promise that we're making to the client. So how do you fix it? You do it yourself and get the results for yourself. Easy. Is there a way to automate posting to Facebook groups? There is. Oh my God, that's such a good question. I'm going blank on there is a tool, but unfortunately I don't, yeah, I can't remember the name. I'll make a note, and if I think of that tool, I'll create a YouTube video for you and post that. But I've seen, so I don't personally use it, otherwise I would know. But I have seen uh, people automate the posting content to Facebook. If you want to schedule, then that's easy. If you want to schedule content, then you can use Hootsuite or even the tool that we talked earlier, Social Bee. But if you want to automate, like it's the automation, then I don't think these tools do the scheduling, not the automation. There's difference. So I'll make a note and see if I can find that tool. Kind of tired of posting stuff all the time. That's true. Yeah, Facebook, not just the groups, also the pages, right? Same thing with pages too. There's so much content we have to like post, so it's just crazy. All right, so I can't do the SaaS. I'm finding it hard to find someone to join the company I'm starting to do. So great question, and I don't know, Robert, right? So if you were on, if you saw my screen, I think that's why I like the idea of joining these groups, right? Based on, if you're creating SaaS, then join the SaaS group. If you're doing something in e-commerce, then join the e-commerce group for that reason. Because sometimes you do need to build your team as well. Maybe you need a technical co-founder. Maybe you need a marketing person on your team. Maybe you need like a VA. So that's why I think it's very powerful to join communities like this. So I would say the same thing. Join groups like this, and there are so many, and then network with people, exchange ideas, and then that's how you can find the person that you're looking for. Which is the best hashtag research tool for free? So if you're looking for free tool, so best and free, right? So if you're looking for best tool, it's Flare.tech. And I have a video on this tool on my YouTube channel. So that's the best tool. But if you're looking for free tool, and the one I like is it's called Meta Hashtags. So there's difference, right? The best and the free. um, so Meta Hashtag, it's kind of similar to Flick, but obviously Flick kind of makes it easier. With Meta Hashtag, same thing. You can just search for your hashtags, and then you can add some filters, right? But the thing is, you have to know what the right filters are for your Instagram account, right? And that's something that Flick.tech do for you. Yeah, that's what those are the two tools. I meant bulk posting to many Facebook groups with a time interval. Ooh, that would be awesome. Yeah. So especially if you're like me, and I have like several different Facebook groups that I own or I manage or co-admin. So if there's a tool that we can bulk post, that would be amazing, right? Providing really amazing content. Thank you, brother. Thank you for your kind comments. Are LinkedIn groups worth it? How different are they from Facebook groups marketing purposes? Ha! Simple answer, stay away from LinkedIn groups. I don't like them. Most of the LinkedIn groups, so here is my LinkedIn group. I mean, LinkedIn. Let's see if I have a group right here. So there's different groups, and I'll go into one of these. I think LinkedIn groups should be like Facebook groups, but most of the LinkedIn groups are like this. So they have, it's just people promoting their content, their blogs, their links, their videos. It's just that mostly. So I don't find much value from LinkedIn groups. I think Facebook groups are more engaging because the purpose of group is not to just like promote, your stuff, your products or services or blogs or videos. Um, you should be able to kind of have a dialogue, right, with people. And I think for that reason, the Facebook groups are great. So yeah, right now, and LinkedIn has said several times that they want to improve the experience of LinkedIn groups. I hope they do it soon because right now I don't like it. Thanks for your content and insights. You are welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Which is better, lifetime budget or daily budget? I don't think anyone is. It's two different ways. I personally use the daily budget. Uh, Most of the time, I can't even remember last time I used lifetime budget, but I don't think one is better than the other. It's just two different ways how you want to spend your money. All right. Is there a way to promote IGTV? Yes. How? Well, a couple of things come to mind. Number one, so when you post, publish something to IGTV, step number one, you should share that to your Instagram stories. Step number two, you should also make it on your Instagram feed. Step number three, you should also, if you have a community, like let's say an email list, send an email. Tell people that, hey, um, the new IGTV is up with, whatever the IGTV is about. Um, so that's number three. And number four, actually, I just saw someone do it. I haven't done it myself, but I really liked it. Someone was using Instagram Reels to promote their IGTV video. And that makes sense because Instagram Reels is like 15 seconds, right? You can create like a 15-second promo of your IGTV, which is a longer video. So many ways. So many people on Freelancer offering $100 for SEO work. Do you think it's good? I haven't used it, so I don't know. I haven't used anyone on Freelancer offering $100 for SEO work, so I can't really say if they're good or not. LinkedIn is on my list to learn. I appreciate your thoughts on the groups. Hey, one thing I would say about LinkedIn, definitely, especially if you're in like B2B, absolutely jump on LinkedIn. It used to be just a job like resume site, but not anymore. It's a content site now. It's like Facebook or YouTube. So you can produce content, which is awesome because if you can create content on that platform, that means you can build your brand, your personal brand, or your business brand, and you can attract. If you implement the right strategy, you can attract your potential clients to you. So everyone in B2B, absolutely do not ignore LinkedIn. I say that every single day. Thanks for your content. Waiting for the monthly income report. Yes, it's coming. I think I need to create income report for August. This is September, so August. So it's coming, and I like to not just the numbers, right? I also like to, because as my YouTube channel, the small channel, as it's growing, the different things that I'm learning from the insights and analytics. I like to kind of, when I create the income report video, I like to share those takeaways as well, because I think mostly people learn from not just like how much money I made from the ads, but they want to see like what went right, what went wrong, and what I did, what I didn't do, what I learned, things like that. So yeah, it's coming. Why people using Business Manager over Instagram ads? What do you mean? They're two different things. So Business Manager is basically the Facebook Business Manager. It's for agencies like me, right? So I manage a lot of different clients, and sometimes I work with like consultants. Uh, so it's a way to have everything like in one place and can give access easily to different people and manage all of that. And also, like Facebook has been pushing everyone to have like a business manager. So I think it's easier to create. If you want to create Instagram ads, instead of creating, you have an option to create the ad from your phone versus on the desktop inside your business manager using Facebook Ads Manager. I think that's what your question is. It's just you have more options. Like I never create Instagram ads from mobile phone. On the desktop, I can create custom audience. I can do research. I can like easily create different campaigns, do the like A/B testing. So there's like a lot of different benefits. I mean, if you want to create an ad campaign for a mobile app, it's quick and easy, but you don't have as much control over your campaigns. You are a great content creator. Thank you. Thank you. And guys, do share this video if you wherever you're watching. I know you can share this um, on TikTok. Please share that. And those of you guys watching on YouTube, please share. There's a share button. Share this to maybe on Facebook or Twitter or wherever your audience is, because we can bring more people. The more people are here live, the more questions they're going to ask, and then we all get to learn from that, right? So thank you, and do like and also share. Those two things will help me. This channel is growing every day. Keep it up. Thank you. Please do a video on Twitter ads. It always have to recreate the audience so it doesn't save the audience like Facebook and Instagram. Ooh, that's a good idea. I need to create some videos. I don't think on my channel right now. So I have a Instagram stories, Instagram marketing. So there's tons and tons of videos. But I don't think I have. There may be one video about Twitter ads. I need to create more content about Twitter. Thank you for the idea. Tell something about Instagram tricks in the future. Well, if you really want to learn the Instagram tricks, I would suggest this. Just go to my YouTube channel, and then here's the playlist, Instagram, and there's so many like tricks and tips. That's what my channel is all about different hacks, experiments, and growth tactics. You can learn a lot from there. And as far as one thing I learned that if you're using the right hashtags, that's one thing I covered in this video right here on my channel. Since you asked, if you're using the right hashtags, you can gain followers or attract followers from like a lot of followers from one Instagram post. And I think I have some posts where I got over 100 followers on Instagram. So that's something I talk about in that video. And also there is Instagram automation that I do like and I do use from time to time. And it's the when you do the automation, the auto DMs, direct messages. So I talk about that in this video. There's a tool that I use for that. It's called InGrammer. So there's a lot of different tips and tricks. It's unlimited. Show us something now which we don't know, a secret sauce for anything, any hacks. Reading. I have no idea what you don't know, so I can't show you anything. If you have a question, I'll try to answer that. I don't really know what you don't know, so I don't know what to show you. Everything I know, you guys can ask me and I'll do my best to answer. Which objective you would choose to bring more views on Instagram post? Ooh, good. Great question. So, and that's actually really, really good. So the goal from your question, the goal is to get more views. And if it's a video, I'm gonna pretend like, I don't know if you're watching on my YouTube screen or not, if I'm sharing my screen. I'll let you guys, so here's different objectives, right? So the goal is to get more, let's say, video views. Which objective you got? It's a pop quiz for you guys watching. Which one you think we should pick? The video views, because that's the goal. So the reason I wanted to show this is it's a mistake a lot of people make. Sometimes the goal is, hey, sell my product or service or something, or I want to do like lead generation, and then people pick video views. Then it doesn't work. It doesn't make sense. You have to pick the objective that matches with the outcomes that you want, with the results that you want. So in your question, you want more views. Let's say if it's a video on Instagram, then I'll pick the video views objective. If it's an image, then I would put the engagement objective, because if you want more engagement. If I want more traffic to my website, I'll pick the traffic objective. If I want more conversion to let's say people buying my product and services, then I'll pick the conversion objective. So the objective that you pick inside your Facebook ad campaigns or Instagram ad campaigns is very, very important. And you get results. And the reason for that is because Facebook optimizes our ads based on these objectives. If I pick video views, Facebook is going to show it to people who are likely to watch videos, not people who are likely to buy my products. So that's a huge, huge, huge mistake a lot of people make. All right, let's see. Can you suggest a Facebook course for beginners? So Facebook's Blueprint, there are tons of courses that you can take. If you search for Facebook Blueprint, and it's their free educational platform right here. Look at my screen. And there are tons of courses. So I think you wanted to something for free for beginners. So that's something you can look at. The other option is you can also go to sites like Udemy and Skillshare, and then take courses from there. It's very demotivating to work on something for a long time and get 5 views. I agree with you. Yes, it's crazy. But that's what's happening with Instagram and Facebook, right? the organic reach has gone down. If you want more organic reach, it's on TikTok for now, but it will go down too. All right, let's see. What about the carousel Insta post? Which objective? What do you mean? Did not understand that question, so maybe ask me another way. Backlinko didn't help me with SEO. Please share other content place to learn SEO. Ooh, Backlinko is actually one of the best ones out there. But that's a good point. Sometimes not every teacher or source is right for everyone, right? Some people learn from me and they like it, and some people they watch my content and they're like nothing. They don't like my content or they don't like the way I teach. So I'll make a note and see if I find another SEO course, I'll create some content on that. So stay tuned. Is it possible to train Reels algorithm to give better aesthetics? I have no idea what you mean. Sorry about that. I don't know how to train Reels algorithm, so I can't say much. All right, let's see if I missed anything. Oh, content is not relevant. Thank you. Thank you. So if your content is not relevant, you know what I did this on TikTok. So what I would do is search for, say, your Instagram Reels, and then leave comments. So let's say if you're in the business niche, so find like people who are in the business niche, go to their Reels and leave comments and like and engage with them. So I think that's the way. And by the way, so I did that when I was training TikTok's algorithm to show me the content that's relevant to me. I haven't done that on Reels, because I most of my Reels content is it's very it's something that I want. So that's what I would suggest. If you want to train the Reels algorithm, then go to people in your niche, go to the Instagram profiles, their Reels tab. Because if you go to just explore and the Reels like feed, you may not see that content, right? It's whatever Instagram is showing you. So I would go to people that are in your niche, go to their Reels, leave comments, watch their Reels again and again and again, and that's how you can train it. I believe that's what I would do. What's the best is to charge for Facebook ads management service? So if you're doing, we use PayPal and Stripe to charge our clients for Facebook ads. So those are the two that I use, and I never had any of those. That's what I would recommend. All right, let's see. You are welcome. What's the best use of Google Analytics? Oh my God, Google Analytics is everything. Uh, I'll tell you actually a conversation I had recently with a friend of mine. So he hired a marketing agency and spent a lot of money, and they got like a lot of traffic. And then he was getting reports for them showing, hey, 10,000 visits today, but he wasn't getting any sales, right? So when we looked at his Google Analytics, we saw that the traffic was not relevant. It was not from the right country. And also, people were not spending as much time on the site. Also, we saw that traffic sources, did not make any sense. So if we didn't have Google Analytics, we wouldn't be able to diagnose all of that. So Google Analytics, the first thing when you have a website, the first thing you should do right after that is install Google Analytics, because you'll see where your website traffic is coming from, what type of content they are consuming, so you can create more of that. And also, you can also track, right? So if you're selling different products, you can create Google goals on your Google Analytics and track it. So Google Analytics is huge. Great question. I mean, do you charge a percentage of ad spend or a monthly fee? So we do both. We have done 15 to 20% of the ad spend for some clients, and for some, it's a monthly fee. And really, there's no the way I kind of like price my my agency. And here's the website, isocialyou.com. That's agency that I run. And it really depends on the scope of the work and what's the goal, what's it's going to take. But really, and then I price based on that. So pricing off one client, another client, it's different, very, very different. What's your most successful product or service and why? Ooh, what's my most successful product or a service? Really interesting question. I think my most successful service is, man, you're making me think because I have so many. I have like courses, close to 50 courses and services. I think but if I have to pick one, the most successful, I think for us is when we manage Facebook ads for our clients. It's a Facebook ad management service. So that's where it was successful. Why? Because we're really good at it. Simple. People like it. So just any advanced Facebook course. I mean, it depends what you want to learn. Do you want to learn Facebook ads for e-commerce? Do you want to learn Facebook ads for affiliate marketing? It depends on your goal. But again, I would say the same thing. I think the Facebook Blueprint. So just search for Facebook Blueprint courses. And there are tons of courses, but it depends on what do you want to do. Here's the, like, do you want to advertise on Instagram, e-commerce? So it really depends on the goal. Blueprint does have good courses, and also Udemy. If you go to udemy.com and then search here, Facebook ads for let's say e-commerce or like drop shipping, right? And there are tons of courses here. And then I would also look at their reviews and also look at the landing page and see what the course is about. And based on that, you can decide if it's for you or not, because I know there are a lot of courses that may not be relevant to you. What's the best lookalike to create when scaling? So it really depends on your campaign, because if you have an email list, then lookalike of your email list can be good. If you have good traffic going to your website and they're spending time on it, then lookalike of your website traffic can be good. If you have neither, then and you have video content on your, you've been posting a lot of like video content, you can a lookalike of people who watch, let's say 50% of your videos, right? So it really depends on the context. But those are some of the options. All right, guys, I do have to go sign off. So thank you so much for tuning in today. Thanks for all the amazing questions. We will do this again tomorrow. Stay safe, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye for now.